Hey everyone, I'm back. Not sad anymore. It's been a while and I'm good to make videos again. Thanks for waiting. Yeah, all the sad stuff's over, so I should be good to make videos. I will be moving though, so it's not gonna be a lot of videos. It's gonna be a lot less videos than usual. But anyways, I did find a match, and it was quick start, and it wasn't RTX. So I know all my videos are RTX videos, but this one's new. So I will say right now that there's so much stuff going on that even I don't understand what's happening. Oh, and I did record some other ones. This was an observation of a guy who King Pawn, I think his name is. He does a lot of orc tournaments, and I mean he does tournaments and with orcs, and he usually does pretty well with them. And I watched the whole thing, and it wasn't anything too impressive. But really, the other guy made a lot of mistakes. Still, orcs winning. I think Rick was a Space Marine player, and I think I recorded this one, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I do have more stuff to record. But here's the quick start one. I should have just started that. Terrestrium Plains, a map pretty much no one uses. It's really big. It is a story mode map. I'm pretty sure you can do story mode on this. So Dark Eldar in this corner. I usually do the same thing every time, so I'm not gonna talk about that too much. Orcs over here. This guy is in a lot of quick starts, so he has really good micro. Galaxy Warrior, I think if you check his profile, he has like 3,000 games played or something silly like that. Even with me recording, I have like 200 games played officially. I have a lot more computer games played, but officially I have like 200, and this guy's got like a lot more. I think he picked random. I'm almost positive he picked random, and he just got Eldar. I think Peter was a host. We talked before it started, and he seems to know what he's doing. He spent the whole time giving this guy advice. I guess he just instantly knew that this guy needed help. I do like these colors. Pretty snazzy. I think it's blue. It's almost purple. I want to say it's almost purple, but I might be wrong. It's blue on my screen, but it might be purple on your screen. Another guy says snazzy colors. Warsolution. Warsolution pops up on a lot of quick starts. So a lot of strong players. I picked Dark Eldar because I haven't played in a while, and it's really the only faction I play. There's no real reason I picked Dark Eldar over everybody else. It's just I just picked Dark Eldar. But yeah, there's no real reason. I could have picked anything, and I could have had a fun time. I don't know. I like Dark Eldar. I don't know why. Yeah, I do the thing I do in all my videos, where I just, I spam buildings, and it's mostly so I can pump out units. Nothing too crazy. Orcs doing orc stuff. Not gonna talk about it a whole lot. You should just make banners and that's it. That's pretty much all you should do. Galaxy Warrior doing shenanigans. This isn't even finished yet, and he's got the Soul Shrine going. So some shenanigans there. Somehow I was the first one to leave my base, which is weird. This thing takes forever to fill up, and I was the first one to leave my base. So that's kind of weird. This Eldar guy's, yeah, doing some shenanigans. If we look over here, Space Marine going 1.5. Yeah, guard takes a while to get set up, so this is fine. A lot of factories going, which is basically what I'm doing. I like how they're not spamming HQs. You know, a lot of people spam like HQs. I really like this command here. That's very smart. It's a very powerful position too. But the problem is, it's very hard to remember this. And because it's really hard to remember this, you almost never actually do it. But some people do. It's very. I play guard a lot, and I never remember that I put this here. It's just something I forget about. Heavy bolter here, middle of the map. I think there's 2 relics. 3 relics. Okay. So yeah, you really want the relics. Nothing else really matters. There was a message earlier, right? Oh. When I loaded this up, there was a message. Up, there it is. I'm too good at this game. So that's the host. He's giving the guard guy advice. The guard is honestly pretty simple. It's just an insane amount of microing. You have to do an absolutely insane amount of microing to make guard work. But if you're good at micro, you can make guard work. And because it's quick start, you can just auto reinforce everything. So I sent these guys in, expecting them to die like instantly. My Hellions. I don't know why they're even alive. They're getting shot at by a squad of 2 turrets. They really should be dead. If they had upgrades, this would make sense. They've been alive for so long. Here I try to mess over here, and I couldn't really keep track. I was trying to do quick start stuff and keep track of this, and I couldn't do both. It's pretty difficult. You have to make sure your buildings are ready to go, and that's super important. Like, losing this fight, not a big deal. Making sure everything is ready to go, that's really important. So I'm trying to make sure all my buildings are ready to go. So I do have the lab going, and I do have the jet bikes coming out. Because it's already the 4th minute, I don't plan on making a lot of them. I don't think I upgrade them either. So first fight. Vehicles are ready. That's impressive. I have vehicles too, but they're not, you know, army killers. So very powerful gun wall here from Galaxy Warrior. There's not a lot that can beat it, except maybe a Rhino. You really need a Rhino to beat that gun wall. Screams of the Damned activated. That's what all these red circles are, is a Scream of the Damned. So we didn't plan this. I just had my army ready to go. Usually what I do is I send in wave after wave, and every wave my guys will be stronger and stronger. So this is my like unupgraded. These guys don't have upgrades, but I set them in anyways. What I learned from playing this game a lot is if your guys are not upgraded, there's a good chance the enemy you're fighting is also not upgraded. So I use that as a. I just went in. It would have been a lot easier upgraded, but I had to put pressure. And I play a lot of guard, and when you play a lot of guard, it's really hard to spam out. You know, you gotta spam out units, and you also have to micro, and doing both is really hard, as any faction. So big fight here, already rocket launchers. With the heavy bolters, these two armies should be about equal. Grey Knights on the Wraith Knight, that I disagree with. These fire dragons do 0 damage to infantry. This here I just kind of clicked and hoped for the best. And I think this army was a lot smaller when I clicked, and then when my army actually got over here, you can see how big it is. This is another like death wall. So that's fun. First Soulstorm of the game. I don't know if it gets any kills, but it, you know, it might freak someone out. Yeah, I don't think I got any kills, but it probably did 1,000 damage. So a lot of anti-vehicle here. All these claws are anti-vehicle. So this should go down ease. And predators honestly don't do that much damage. So I bet they didn't take any damage during that fight. So yeah, another death wall here. The host is saying you should reinforce this middle area. I had no idea this middle area was not defended. But even if this wasn't defended, if I noticed this was undefended, I'd probably still fight over here because I just want to play the game. I could just run by and knock all this out, but that's not really playing. I want to actually play, you know what I mean? So if I want to fight the players, I don't want to fight the buildings. So even if this is nothing, I would still ignore it. I know some people would take advantage of that, but I'm not that kind of guy. So funny thing about the Talos is even if you have rocket launchers, this thing takes forever to kill. It's like 2 rhinos put together. So yeah, even with rocket launchers, it takes forever to kill. Flash kits up here. So a lot happening. I'm gonna pause it. So flash kits, basically full power works already at 8 minutes. Flash kits are no joke. This is basically pure anti-infantry. So anything infantry is going to get wrecked. If they had 1 rhino, you could stop this, honestly. You only need 1 rhino to stop it. What is he making? He's choosing this building to go level 4. That's interesting. The one getting shot at. You do you. Massive army here. Unupgraded. Even without upgrades, guardsmen still hit pretty hard. So it's not that big of a deal. The problem is these guys are in range, but these guys aren't. So if a big fight does happen, this over here won't shoot. So that's my problem with that. This guy is getting yelled at for I guess, not playing. But if guard, guard is seeing all these lights, and he's just freaking out. If I turn this off, you see all these, these lights, and they're just freaking out, trying to figure out what's going on. Which is why I scan all the time. You have to scan if guard, or else you have no idea what's going on. So, yeah, and his army should be a lot bigger. He is going level 4 at 8 minutes, so that's pretty good. Population full, so that's also pretty good. No, I wouldn't say any. He hasn't made any critical mistakes yet. I would say not having this middle is a pretty big mistake, but it's not a critical mistake. So I do get the middle, and I'm scared to cap it because there's space marines right here. Luckily they're super distracted. With orcs, they're just gonna be here forever. As soon as you take out the flash kits, they're gonna have more flash kits. So this is just gonna be like a never-ending fight because it's orcs. Eldar has already set up all the teleporting stuff, so they're just gonna teleport forever. Here comes the harassment, which is pretty dirty. The Eldars, notice he was losing this fight, so now they have to save this thing. Not having anti-vehicle. Well, these buildings are anti-vehicle. You can just put guys in here and be fine. So, with quick start, you can lose your army like 3 times and be fine. The host sent some rhinos over. There's a lot of reasons to do that. Mostly Terminators. So just wondering if Terminators were gonna show up. You really want to take out the rhinos. The rhinos are more dangerous than the tanks because of the Terminators. And tanks aren't really a big deal. Here I easily win this fight because if you look at my army. But these stupid Taluses things, they get stuck. They get stuck on nothing. And I thought I bought the spin around upgrade, but I guess I didn't. Now guardsmen do pretty good damage, but they struggle against vehicles really hard. All my vehicles are like full health, and they've been shot at for a while. So here there it is. I bought the Spinneroonie upgrade. Each of those balls do like 50 damage, which is not bad. So 50 damage from each of these guys, and the Soulstorm does like 200. So the host yells at the pro guard guy for messing up, but here he's not controlling the squad. So that's a confusing moment. And here I Soulstorm my own guys. So they did take some damage from my own ability. So that's a pretty mistake there. So that was, I don't know, like four squads of guardsmen. So that's what, like 60 guys or more. Orcs being orcs. Knobs are like impossible to kill with any army. And then you got all the support here. These vehicles don't do much damage. The knobs are a bigger threat. Yeah, I'm just scared to cap this because my builder is, a slave. So I was really scared to cap that. And I think it wasn't until now that I built generators, because I just totally forgot that generators were a thing. I didn't practice before I played this. Usually I practice. Let's see. Yeah, this is all the generators I have. I just remember generators were a thing. So right now I am level 3, and for level 3 I have Warp Beasts, which don't win games by themselves. So I gotta buy like support stuff to make them work. So this LP2, I don't know, about 10 seconds, full health to 0. It's pretty good. It'd be even faster with support. So it could have been even faster than that. It's hard to fight with orcs because it's just so hard to tell what's going on. Eldar is finally pushing back, which is nice. But it seems like the Space Marine guy is making more and more mistakes. Oh, they're actually working together. Interesting. So it's 2 versus 1, and they're still getting pushed back. Oh, there's Ogre. No, it's actually 3 versus 1, and they're still getting pushed back. Interesting. Yeah, Taluses take forever to kill, which is why I like them a lot. Raiders have more tactical use, but I just like having a shield. It's pretty hard to be tactical in this game, so I just like having a shield. My souls are going up. I am making sure my souls are going higher. I did buy the commander just for this ability, because he usually doesn't do well in quick starts. He does the most damage out of any commander, but he just does not do well in quick starts. His gun does like no damage, so this is gonna take a while. Yeah, so we start pushing back, and I'm not sure how. Our army, you know, if this being quick start, this army is actually not that great for a quick start. And with all these factories, if you see all these factories, they should outnumber us. So I'm a bit confused on that. I'm not sure why you would go for the listening posts. The listening post doesn't matter. I would go for the HQ. The listening posts really don't matter. They really don't. Not in a quick start. Mega Knobs are a huge pain for any faction. They do like insane damage, and they're hard to kill. So Mega Knobs are a huge pain. Cap skins without upgrades are not great. The grenade is. The grenade can like one-shot like scouts. So the grenade is amazing. If you are like injured, that grenade will just wreck you. Here's a Space Marine's invincibility, and you should actually win this fight unless the Terminators start doing stupid stuff, which they seem to be doing. They seem to be attacking the wrong guy, which happens. And these Eldar really should not be shooting. They should be punching. So I'm not even sure why they're shooting. This squad should be shooting for sure. But yeah, fire dragons do like 0 damage to anything that's not a vehicle. Big light show here. I want to say it's a teleport. No, it wasn't a teleport. So that seems to be a failed, well, everything. He tried to spend a lot of resources on that fight, and it just didn't work out. Yeah, of all these factories, we really should be outnumbered. I'm not even sure how we have an advantage. I did get the relic unit, and I do doom scythe these guys, but I'm not sure if you saw it. Or not doom scythe, night scythe. I did do that fancy thing where you malediction twice in a row. So I think I malediction like this squad here, and then I malediction this squad here. So that's like 20 seconds of not fighting. I'm not sure why they're not making, if they want anti-vehicle, you want Predators. Predators are one of the best anti-vehicle in the game. So I'm not sure why they're not making Predators. I think they seem to have the build order for Karis Luton, that really popular map, and they seem to be they're trying to do like a Terminator spam thing, but they really should be building tanks, like this one here. This is the first tank second tank. This is the second tank I've seen. And it should be like one-shotting these rook guys. And he activates invincibility, and he's not even being shot at. So that's kind of sad. With Dark Eldar, I could turn that off, but it's not easy. Here is we win, but yeah, I'm not even sure how we won this, to be honest with you. It was pretty even for most of it, and we should have lost because of all these factories. I do want to do a check real quick though, if that's okay. 400 to 99, so that's pretty good. My population isn't full because for some reason I think the DS is 6 for some reason. So this Ravager and my DS. Oh, the DS is dead. The DS I think is 6. So these two vehicles are like half my army. So 400 to 99. They did make generators, and they actually made LP3s. So that's good for them. I decided to make a forward base because why not? You know, make a forward base. Not really a forward base, but it's defended. And this is an LP1, I think. It's hard to tell. And this isn't even invisible. So this is invisible. Archon just chilling, I guess. So yeah, 499. 270 to 71. He's got. See, I should look at the green, right? So he's got 5 listening posts, I think. 271 with 5 listening posts. That's pretty good. 169 to 79. And that's what, 7 listening posts? Oh, they're not captured, but they're, let's just say 7, because they're about to be captured. So he's got more listening posts than the orcs, but less economy. That's interesting. And his numbers aren't even that great either. 15 out of 6. So let's see what 15 out of 6 looks like. 3 squads, looks of it. Or 4 squads. 4 squads. Okay. Guardsmen, 39 to 15. But everything is cheap. So even with this economy, you should be able to do stuff. He did make a generator, so good on him. Warsolution was the one making the air speeders. Looks like he's out of everything, and that's with what, 3 HQs, 2 HQs. So he actually did go for economy, and he still ran out. So I guess that's why we weren't outnumbered. It's because he just straight up ran out of resources. I guess that makes sense. I think the farthest they ever went was right here. So I guess that makes sense. They ran out of resources. Is he just now getting the... Oh, Skull Probe. Skull Probe is smart. Skull Probes are really hard to use. I don't see anything he can actually Skull Probe, though. Except maybe the tank buses. Oh, and he's out of resources too. Okay, so maybe that's why we weren't outnumbered. It was a resource thing. So yeah, it looks like that's why we won. It was a resource thing. And I got 400. I started out with 3 of them. That was the very first action I did. So I started out with plus 60 before I even captured anything. Alright. So now I can watch the fireworks. Let's see. I'm guessing the servitor never moved from the 3-minute mark. Okay. Squiggoth, I think I put Squiggoth as like the 3rd best unit in the game. So you got Squiggoth. Yeah, it's pretty tough to deal with. Archon, I don't even, he's just messing around, being a silly boy. Let's see. So that wasn't a quit, I'm pretty sure. That was... We just destroyed all the buildings. They did stay to the very end. This one squad is really trying. Whenever I use Seer Council, they always die instantly. But when someone else uses Seer Council, they last forever. So this is what, the 3rd Avatar Arcane, I think? Avatar Arcane, I think, is actually the best unit in the game. Because it just has so much health. It has more health than anything. It's like 2 Deuses put together. My Deus is what? Yeah, 7,000. But I think the Deus has a damage reduction. Like a 20% damage reduction. So... But the 20% damage reduction isn't as fancy as you think it is. Yeah, these fire warriors do 0 damage to infantry. I just now got Scourges, so that shows you how rusty I am. It was against Space Marines, and Scourges are like a knockoff. They're pretty much knockoff Space Marines. So I did go for Witches, and Witches are like knockoff Grey Knights. But you can have as many Witches as you want, and you can only have 1 Grey Knight. So I can have like 5. I can have like 5 knockoff Grey Knights, while they can only have 1. So that's my advantage. That's my one advantage over Space Marines. Scourges are really good, but I don't think they're better than Space Marines. So that's why I didn't spam them. And Fire Dragons are just really good. Fire Dragons and oh, I thought that was a Bright Lance. I was gonna say Fire Dragons and a Bright Lance. That's kind of overkill. Yeah, we won. I'm not sure how. It was a pretty close game, I would say. And yeah. Maybe I'll do another one at the end of this. This one was pretty short. 20 minutes. Maybe I'll do another one. But it is midnight, so maybe not. I might record another one tomorrow. We'll see. One fun thing about the witches, if you use the combat drug next to the orcs, like you seen like how big this army is, right? And then you can give them all the the drugs that makes them even better. So Dark Eldar and orcs is actually a pretty good combo because you can just boost all these guys to make them even better. So yeah, Dark Eldar and orcs is actually a pretty good combo. I don't think there's a lot of synergy with Eldar though. Eldar and Dark Eldar, there's not a lot of synergies. But yeah. And we can end the game. We can end this game with my man on the chair. This guy in the chair won all the fights, so that's nice. I think he's actually like the king of the Dark Elder planet, or I'm not sure exactly what the lore is. I know everybody wants to assassinate him, but in Dark Eldar, everybody wants to assassinate each other. That's just their hobby. So yeah, it's nice. Everybody's got these weapons and trying hard, and my man is just on a chair, which is nice. Oh yeah, I tried Corn Cob's Fun mod, the new one, and this guy can actually produce these bodyguards on the sides, and I think that's a cool idea that you can actually make bodyguards using this vehicle. I wish the actual game did that. It wouldn't even be overpowered. Like, it wouldn't be overpowered at all if this vehicle can make bodyguards. That'd be cool. Yeah, I think that's the end of it. If I could keep talking, but I think I'd just be ranting and rambling. So yeah, orcs got the highest score. I think they were the first ones to fight, and they just went crazy. I think Eldar fought the hardest. And what's funny is we did all that without communicating, while these guys actually had a communication thing going on. Wow, I just noticed it's the good guys versus the bad guys. That's funny. Good guys using against the bad guys. Huh. I think that map on the story mode was a chaos map. So maybe it being a chaos map is what gave us the advantage. It was a bad guy map. So anyways, I got the most resources, which I'm proud of. Dark Eldar really struggles with resources, so I'm pretty proud of that. By a pretty large margin, now that I'm looking at the numbers. Yeah, pretty, wow, the Peel Guard had no economy the whole game. I think he went level 3, and then as soon as he went level 3, he was broke. He had absolutely no economy. I did get most kills, probably mostly guardsmen. I did make a lot of mistakes, so I'm not sure how I got the most kills. I was constantly with my team, because Dark Eldar is more of a support race. So I think most of these kills are assists. I want to say these 300 kills are mostly assists. I'm not going to take the credit for them. I was constantly using my souls. I was using like all of them. So I was helping out the team a lot. 18 buildings destroyed, that's pretty good. And yeah, these are just the numbers. Eldar had the most, least amount of deaths, so that's pretty neat. But it seems like Eldar made the least amount of units, which is interesting because pretty much every one of their buildings is a factory, so you expect them to have the most units. And yeah, I think I'll end it there, or it's gonna get really boring. But yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry about me, guys. I'll start making videos. I might make one more video and then move out, I guess. Which is gonna suck. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. I'm Scott. Bye.